Yo, let's play some pie. 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 Pie bye. Pie. Pie pie pie. Yes, pie. Pie good. Good pie. Okay. Last time we left off with basic substrate. We have a ridiculous amount of basic substrate, which is fine. Yeah. We're gonna continue from here. So the next step that we need is solidified sarcarus. Solidified sarcarus. Call me a niacin. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we needed the basic substrate for this, and we also need plasmids. So let's figure out how much we need. Alright, so we only need 0.06 of that, so if we go up to our plasmids build, I'm pretty sure this will be able to support it fine. Yeah, we good. What are you short on? You're short on lab instruments, you're short on rock. Oh, of course. It all comes down to the rocks. But wait, we're backed up on rocks. Huh? We're completely backed up on rubber stoppers. The heck? You don't have melamine or latex, sorry. Yeah, you're completely out of latex. What's going on here? Oh. Yeah. Okay, that's exactly the problem I thought we were gonna have. So let's go fix that. Is there nobody in my chat room right now, or is this just not? Yeah, there's no one here. Well, don't stream in the middle of the day on a Tuesday, apparently. Nobody's here. I'm talking to the air like a crazy person. Oh gosh, okay, we have a traffic jam. So how the heck are we supposed to solve this problem? Also, we're gonna run out of brains. We're running out of brains because we're running out of formic acid. We're running out of formic acid because we're backed up on latex, or we have too much formic acid because we're backed up on latex. Backed up on latex because we don't have any brains. Okay, this is cool. Okay, you just get out of here. You just get out of here. You just get out of here. Stop. Alright, you go back to giving salt. Oh gosh, that could have been bad, actually. Or never mind, the salt is a closed loop. We're good. Oh, it's because all of our jerky's in here. Oh, that's all meat, actually. This is cursed. There we go. Okay, so now that the latex guy is running again, how long have we been not making latex? Almost 30 minutes. And that was as much time as it needed to completely run out of brains. It's incredible. Okay. We might need to centralize our animal part stuff at some point. Because that's a little sus. Here, let me turn the game down a little. It's a little loud. Hey, I was watching your stream on Cody on TV while eating. No time for login to chat on my laptop. Nice. I didn't know Cody could do Twitch live streams. That's pretty cool. Well, Coldemon, you are the first chatter in this whole stream, so congratulations. Everyone's being quiet today. Oh, geez. Okay, yeah, this, well, it's backed up on basic substrate. So it might still be okay. But we'll have to see. Right, okay, so we need to grab plasmids from up top and bring them down in a caravan. That's pretty easy. Caravan outpost. Need wood and glass. Here we go. Do we have any more caravans? No. Now I need to go back up to my dumb lab and get more animals. This is so terrible. Like, why haven't I fixed this yet? Coons. I think the real solution here is I need to put the stuff down, because we were using this for the petri dishes. Wait, none of these even use... Yes, it does. Moss gene samples use petri dishes. But those are pretty easy to make. Currently playing full pie, but it's Factorissimo Inception, but I rebalanced the factory recipes and technologies. Interesting. I have never seen the appeal of Factorissimo. I think it's just... Well, okay, I can see the appeal, but like... For regular games like this, I don't care for it that much. Okay, we need science packs. It would be so evil if the automation science spoiled. Thank goodness Melon's not here. Don't want to give him any ideas. Okay, that should last you for a while. Okay, just make a bunch of caravans. You're gonna make, like, a lot of caravans, actually. You're gonna make 2 caravans. That's good. Yes, we definitely need to redesign this to do something like creature chamber. Then we have, like, data array stuff over here, and then we have all the various things coming in on a belt. This direct insertion nonsense is not sustainable. But that's gonna be after logistics science. After logistics science, we're gonna build a whole new mall. Because this is not sustainable anymore. This is just dumb. And we're gonna make the creature chamber as a part of the mall. It's gonna be great. Sounds of Pie is truly the highlight of the mod. Hey, Gordzrak. I think it's a bit hit and miss. Sometimes the sounds are good, sometimes they're like just eh. But overall, they're pretty good. Hi, but you're forced into a 60 by 60 area. Yeah, that's the one time where I think Factorissimo could be cool, is if you start inside a Factorissimo building and like you have to build the whole factory in there. Yeah, If you're just using Factorissimo in a regular game, like I don't see the appeal in that. Gosh, there's so many limestone tiles that we've missed. Okay, plasmids. Oh, we're already putting them in here. You're already taking them. Where are you taking them? Ah, we already have plasmids. Cool. I didn't need to do any of this. I already forgot that we brought down plasmids earlier. You done it behind ceramics and creosote? Oh gosh. That's awful. Okay, so we have plasmids here, so we need to take down the plasmids onto this belt here. Oh yeah, I have robots now. They're just gonna build my ghosts. That's pretty funny. Oh, we already do have a belt. Nice. I already planned for this, and then I forgot that I planned for it. Like the silly goober I am. What are you guys doing? Jeez. Okay, and then we bring down the basic substrate onto the same belt, and then we have our belts. Okay, so we have basic substrate plasmids. Now we need the Cottonguts, we need native flora, and depolymerized organics. Okay, so native flora, I already brought it down here, so we can continue this. Of course, we need to handle the flora spolinen at some point, but I'm lazy. First avoid shit like coal gas and tar. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay, so now we just need to depolymerized organics. How hard could that be? Is there a mod for Factorio that forces you to build megabase scale? Planodons. Also, Crastorio extended endgame. But I don't think that's been updated to 2.0 properly. Right, okay, so the next thing we actually need to do is we need to build the manure down here, because currently we have manure up here, but it's like heckin' far away, and we need all of the byproducts from this as well, so we basically need to replicate this whole setup down here, which isn't going to be all that bad. It just needs moss, water, and native flora, and we already have moss and native flora, so like, yeah, it's easy. Okay, so let us copy one of these and figure out how much we need. Oh, wait, we're just... No, hold on. Yeah. Okay, so what we actually need from this is liquid manure, which we get in this guy. Okay. There we go. Now we're actually properly constrained. Well, no, hold on. We still need liquid manure... Goes into depolymerized organics, which is here. Oh, geez, that's a big building. There we go. Okay, we only need 1 alg paddock worth of manure. That's not bad at all. Heck, we could probably just caravan that. Oh, geez. I forgot to... Oh, no, this was the animal sample output, wasn't it? Whoops. How did plasmids get on there? Also, why are we out of brains? We're backed up on blood. Oh, geez. Okay, so we do need a void system for the blood. Oops, this guy. Okay, I'm just gonna go grab my fish oil one because we don't actually need it. Is this pipe full? Yes. We're just gonna void 10k fish oil. Well, no, let's not do that. We'll just do that. Fish is free. Well, except for the jerky, which we're actually struggling on, so I probably shouldn't have done that. That's fine. SPM check. Interesting. Okay, so now we're gonna have altogether way too much storage of blood. And then we'll void excess. Blood is used in... Oh, we can use it to make iron. Oh. How fascinating. We can also compost it. We can use it for workers' food. But I like the idea of turning it into iron ore. That's kind of neat. A turn into iron ore. Hold on. Okay. But we don't have enough brains. Yeah, brains are definitely the long pull. So we're gonna have to figure out things to do with the rest of these. We could make some of this into workers' food. That would solve the brain problem for the rocks. Or for the caravans. In fact, that's probably a good idea. Because we're running out of jerky, we're running out of brains. And we can make workers' food instead. I distinctly remember before I said, why would you ever make workers' food when you can just use jerky? But now we're actually running out of jerky, which is incredible. So this stuff might be worth, because it uses lard, guts, and skin, all of which we have excess of. And the rest of this, that's easy, 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 easy. Already made that. We already have that. Yeah, we have all the ingredients down here that we need to make this. We can just make workers' food to solve that problem. That sounds like a good idea. But we're gonna do that a little bit later. We're gonna kick that can down the road a little. Well, actually, I might need to do it now. How do I make workers' food? I can make it in an automated factory or an assembler. You know, I didn't really leave any room. Like, I can get rid of this and do some other stuff with it, but yeah, that's a little unfortunate. Yeah, you're good. Or render awugas. Anyway, in order to make the manure, we only need one aug paddock, which is like really easy. So let's just do it right here. Okay, then we also need subcritical water, which is biomass and pressurized water. Where do we have an abundance of biomass somewhere? Yes, we do, in the fish farm. It's all the way the heck up here. But we have an overproduction of biomass here. So I can probably use this for... How much biomass is this going to take? Oh, well, I need to make the subcritical water first. Right. Subcritical water. Subcritical water. Made in that guy. Okay. We only need half of that. But as for the biomass, we need... Okay, we need a fair chunk of that. But how about when in combination with this? Does that... Is that still enough? Yes. We have plenty. Okay, sounds like a plan. So we take the biomass from this guy, and we also output it on the fish belt. Like, do we even need fish for anything else? Why do I have a fish belt? We can render fish. Oh, we can render fish. And we could get meat and bones from that. And we already are. We're just shoving them in here. So we could also turn fish into workers' food. There's guts, skin. We do make guts and skin. The only excess is meat. So that could be a thing that we do. Let's mark this up here as we need to handle that. Take byproducts for workers' food. Your science per minute is 6.4. Nice. Yeah, Dog of Chaos. The sinkhole and exhaust pipe are crafting machines. So they will eventually void it. I don't know exactly how it's done. Because this is a furnace with a fluid box manager. Fluid box, volume of a million. 100,000. Gosh, we are just so short on brains. Brains are definitely the long pole here. We're gonna need to expand this at some point. Okay, but the point is, we can... Hold on, I need to start this over. This is getting a little confusing. Okay, so all of this goes into the science pack. Okay, that's good. And then we needed this guy. Now the point here is that this can support easily the things here. 0 per hour fish. Yeah. We only need 0.48 per second of biocrud in order to support this, which I think overall we should be able to get. Okay, so we definitely, our plan here is we take biocrud up. Did I ever finish handling the biocrud from this guy? No. We gotta take this biocrud up and throw it back into the fish farm so that this can create biomass that we then bring back down. And we can bring it down on... All of these belts are taken, right? Yeah, that's Cottonguts and Augs. Yeah. So we need a new belt. Or we can just put it on the same one as the native flora. But, oh yeah, this whole thing started because I was looking at what we use fish for. Not much is the answer. So we don't need to bring fish out on a belt. Yet. That was a silly plan. Oh yeah, this is also making biomass. But now we need to have an output of biomass over here. Gosh, I have so much trash. I need a stack of iron plates, please. I have enough copper. Let's just top up on our small parts. And air core inductors, why not? Just shove these into half of those into there. Okay, I got those. I need more pipes, actually. Hey, Mechajide. Oh gosh, my trash inventory is full. Okay, it's time to solve this. Moss. And remember when splitters were like a rare thing? I'll just do that. Oh gosh. Okay, just dump some stuff in here so that we can get the frickin' moss out. There we go. Then all this fish go up here. You. Okay, all of the basic substrates, or seaweed first, actually. Oh, geez, this is all full already. Okay, well, time to make a chest. Okay. Petri dishes. Jeez, this is so hilariously overbuilt. How did I fail to consider that? Oh, jeez. Okay. Time to break my rule. This has to go over here. It breaks the easement, but that's fine. Because we desperately need more room over here in order to handle this stuff. I knew this was gonna bite me in the butt. I was forgetting something. Okay, so now this guy, we need... Well, what we could just do is have a splitter here. So that goes in there. Then here we just have a splitter that outputs petri dishes, which means that anything else will get stuck. No, can't do that. Or no, wait, hold on. It will work, because this, we output the incubated petri dish. So those will get stuck, but then these things will go over here. And they are already on the correct size of the belt. So we can just do that. Okay, but then for the output of this guy, we also need to handle petri dishes and biocrud out of this guy. So now we have a filtered splitter, or a filtered inserter here, that will then output here, and we will use this space to biocrud. It's not the prettiest, but it works. There we go. There we go, that's so much better. Alright, we've finally fixed this stupid thing. Except not, because I'm an idiot. I didn't even fix the fundamental problem. Also, how am I this dumb? How am I so stupid? What the heck? Why is this being so hard? This should not be this hard. Okay, new plan. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. Chest. Inserters. Outserters. Biocrud. There, solved. Easy. For real this time. What do you do with your biocred? I don't yet. That's the next step. Biocred is going back up into the fish farm. Momentarily. Oh. Well, biocred's going up to the fish farm so that we can create biomass, because we actually need more biomass. Okay. We still have some space over here. That is taken up down here. So now we need this guy. Here. There we go. Okay, so now that should all go back up to here. And hopefully we have enough chest space here for all of this. Or hopefully we have enough consumption. But we're probably going to need to make some kind of like pressure release valve so that if the biocrud level gets too high, we'll just start voiding biomass into power. but that'll be the last resort. Butchering, I turn everything into jerky, then biomass. Unless it's lard, which I put into biocrud, so I can use it to run molten salt power. Interesting. You need biocrud for that? Oh, for bio power. Yeah. Right, because I'm just using coal power, but apparently coal power doesn't exist in hard mode because it's too easy. Which, yeah, it is kind of easy. This right here is supplying 600 megawatts. Or 400, sorry. Okie dokie. Biocrud has been handled. Finally found a method that works. Assuming this inserter can keep up. Oh, if this inserter can't keep up, I'm gonna be so mad. I have a feeling it's not gonna keep up. That will be so funny. Okay, okay, but anyway, back to this guy. So this, right, we were producing biomass for this process, right? What do we need biomass for? Oh, subcritical water. Right, okay, so let's make a new selection. Just select all this stuff. So we need 1.1 biomass per second. Should be good. Okay, so we got native flora, check, biomass, check, cotton guts, check, basic substrate, check, moss, check, batteries, check, animal samples, check, poor alien samples, not check. Water barrel, that's easy. Plasmids, check, pressurized water is easy, and water. Okay, so the only thing we have left is poor alien sample. But that's the other thing in here. So this stuff should be good for these things. Okay. So now let's decide how we're going to lay this out. So I want... Well, hold on. Let's actually ratio out the other thing. Thank you for the follow, Artix Parents. Artix Parentax. Holy frick. Artix Parentax. There we go. Sorry, I butchered that. Okay, yeah, this is going to be interesting because we need bone meal, Ralasia seeds, native flora. Okay, urea, we're going to also need that. Right. So let's make sure we can produce enough liquid manure for this as well. Okay, so poor alien sample. Throw it in here. Hold on, I need to make my UI scale small so I can see all this at once. Okay, poor alien sample. You know, I'm pretty sure I shift-clicked that, but okay. So for poor alien sample, we only need 0.06. Okay, so now we need ground samples, which are also made in here. All right, biological samples. Soil and rich clay. So rich clay is gotten from these things. Oh wait, is rich clay a byproduct of this somewhere? Oh, manure decays into rich clay. But probably not enough of it. Oh, we can just make it now. Oh, okay. That's easy. Ash and water. Oh gosh, that takes a lot of ash though. Do we have enough ash is the question. Okay, well let's ratio this guy. Okay, we only need 0.1 per second. Yeah, we're good. Alrighty. We're making plenty of ash from the coal power plant. Except yes I am. Oh, I'm burning all of it, yeah. Doy. But I could make a priority splitter and go wee. Yeah, because I don't think I want to upset the balance of this ash system over here. Because we're using a ton of it. We are burning some of it, but I don't want to really mess with this all that much. Because that's also going to power our wood. So I'd rather pull it from coal. Okay, so that's fine. That's only 0.1 per second, so like, whatever. So I have ash from power going to where it's needed. The rest goes into wood production. Gotcha. But wood production is pretty important. I would prioritize that first. Biological sample is what we need next. Okay. Oh geez, look at all this stuff that's about to spoil. Oh, right. Science, okay. Okay, so this is urea, which is made in a bioreactor. Okay, so we still only need one of these. That's fine. We also need Zognobacteria. Zognobacteria is being made all the way up here. But we can just pipe it down. Yeah, we already have a bus space for this, right? Sort of. Yeah. That's easy to pump down. Okay, so if incubated petri dishes didn't spoil, then I would just bring it down from up here. But I think what we would do here, since this is massively overbuilt, we can probably just pull them from down here. Or we just make a new setup. Like, it's not that hard. Just make another glassworks, direct insert into one of these, and direct insert into one of these, and then we're good. So we only need 0.2 of those. Okay. We're good there. We also need that and those. Okay. What do we have now? Bone meal. Which requires bones and steam. Okay, moss, basic substrate, batteries, animal samples, agar. Oh, agar. Okay, animal sample, plasmids, pressurized water, and water, steam, hot air, molten glass. Okay, I think this is our setup here. Played your K2 run, congratulations. Oh gosh, so I do need to bring batteries all the way down here. Wait, which one of these needs batteries? Oh, it's the logistics science pack itself. Okay, so if I recall correctly, this is all that we need. Yes. That's a whole lot of intermediates. Oh, interesting. Rate calculator takes up more space. Huh. That's unfortunate. Observant peeps might notice that rate calculator looks kind of similar to production rates calculator right now. Okay, so that is our setup. We need 0.1 per second bones, which should be okay. Do we have a surplus of bones? Yes. Oh gosh, we're about to fill up on bones, actually. My husband is now bones. Oh, we're filling up. Oh gosh, we're filling up on all sorts of stuff. Okay. So we need to turn the. Oh, we have so much meat. We're right next to our Nexalit mine. So we can actually just get rid of the caravan and just direct insert meat into here. That's funny. And or we use workers' food. But we'll worry about that later. Workers' food. Okay, so that's our setup there. Quite a lot. Still accurate, you're running Fedora? Yes. I am indeed running Fedora. Here's my fetch. I run Fedora because it gives you up-to-date packages, but on a point release cycle instead of rolling release, which is exactly what I want, because I want relatively bleeding-edge software, but I want to choose when things can break. I used to use Arch Linux, but I got bit in the butt by that because I updated, like I installed a new package, and of course you have to do SYU every time you install something so that everything's consistent. So I installed a new package, and then suddenly my compiler broke for Factorio at work because it updated to a new Clang version, and suddenly it didn't work anymore. So that's when I switched to Fedora. Because now Fedora only updates major Clang versions when you update to a new version of Fedora. So I can choose when I want that to happen, which is so much better. That's why I use Fedora. If there was a version of Debian or Arch that did that sort of similar thing with point releases every 6 months but bleeding edge software, then I would use that in a heartbeat. Fedora didn't let you change the power button behavior. Seems like something that is not Fedora specific. That sounds like a GNOME thing. I don't know. Oh wait, these spoil? Oh. They decay in the plasmids. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's why there were plasmids on that belt. What? Okay, I guess that makes sense. So we need to bring the plasmids back up in case they spoil. That's fascinating. Okay, well, yeah, we'll have to bring up the plasmids. So now we've got to start designing all this shit. Did you report a bug for the Clang problem? Well, it wasn't a problem with the Arch package. It was just Clang updated and Clang's new behavior made Factorio not compile. So like, that's not an Arch issue. Looks designed to me. If only. Yeah, but this is all that we need left to build for logistics science. Easy peasy. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we want is we're making the solidified Sarkarus first. So let's get all those things out of the way. Literally. Ha, I'm funny. But first, we're going to build limestone tiles because I'm procrastinating. Ooh, this probably means we can get the rest of logistics science above this aluminium patch. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, God, I'm about to run out of ammo for the blueprint shotgun. Oh, I'm gonna run out of limestone. Okay, well, while we're up there, let's grab some more stuff, because we're gonna need more inserters probably, so let's craft a whole bunch more inserters. We have enough belts, we don't have enough undergrounds. We probably have enough power poles. And we need more limestone. Oh, geez, our stone's actually looking a little sad. Why is that? Did we back up on something again? Yes. We're backing up on light oil. I thought I set up an overflow valve for this. Oh, there is one. Oh, we're backed up on steam now. Oh, geez, okay. So now we need a steam release valve. That's cool. We have too much steam. Never thought I'd see the day. Valve steam release, yes. You heard me correctly. Okay, so now we... Oh, I love that animation. Yeah, now we're venting that. Cool. Wait, I didn't get any of the other stuff I needed. Heck. Jeez. Okay, so we need more blueprint shotgun ammo. Thank you. We need more inserters. Let's craft all the electric inserters we can get. Let's grab some duralumin. Okay, now we're out of circuit boards. Oh, hey, we have exactly a stack. That's incredible. Okay, we'll craft these as needed, but we are probably out of special alloy, yeah. Let's grab some of that. Wait, do I even... Oh, I got some in there. Oh, it's also chromium. Okay. This is out of Nexilite. Oh, because our Digosaurs are starved. Or actually, it's because this guy's starved. Yeah, we need to work on workers' food. Factory Search is one of the best mods ever made. Okay, so we have no special alloy. That's fine. What we're actually bottlenecked on is chromium. Let's grab some of that. The only distros I'm familiar with are work servers, Oracle, Red Hat, Ubuntu. Why would you use Ubuntu when you could just use Debian? I guess Ubuntu has more up-to-date stuff, but like, eh. You have to deal with Snap and Canonical and... Kind of funny. Ubuntu is kind of what I'm looking for in terms of having more up-to-date stuff, but still have point releases. But then they do their dumb Snap and other things that just makes me completely turned off from ever using it. Will people use NixOS? Yeah, NixOS is really cool on paper, but that's on paper. Can't wait till I can get logistic bots and clean up all this trash. Fedora's update process is way less painful than any Debian Ubuntu upgrade I've done. Yeah, my only problem with Fedora, and the reason why I'm jonesing to get off of it, well, I'm not a fan. Like, what I want is a distro that has Fedora's release model and package age, but also packages proprietary packages like FFmpeg codecs and NVIDIA drivers out of the box so that you can just install it and it'll just work. But then also doesn't use DNF. SUSE, you have to choose between Debian or Arch. There's no like in between like Fedora. If there was, I would give it a shot. I also found out that there's a SUSE office near to where I live, which is interesting. I see it every time I drive on the interstate. That mechanical inserter feeding a belt, feeding a mechanical inserter there is triggering me? What? Huh? Oh, up here. Oh, this one. Oh, that is kind of cursed, isn't it? Why did I build it like that? I'm gonna keep it. It's funny. Um, okay, so we need more underground belts. Because we have to pass the cursed inserter. I can probably drop off some lamps. What else do I have in here? I have moondrops, Relasia seeds, I have more sap. Get in there. I have more logs, which I actually have a place for, so let's take these ones back out. Where did I just put them? This one. Oh, and I also need all the biomass. I have a high pressure furnace in here? And a slaughterhouse? Okay. Oh, and I have exhaust pipes and tailings ponds. Okay, I don't need those tailings ponds, actually. I don't want to use those. But I do want these. Okay, so logs go in here. Algs go down south. Moondrops can go in here. Tree seeds go up here. Okay, Cottonguts and Algs will go down south. Okay, I think we are good. Well, oh no, we need to build all of these machines. All of them. Okay, so we need 5 automated factories. We only have 3. We need more steel. Where the heck are they? I can never find them. Oh, here they are. Okay, now I know where they are. Automated factories. Okay, we got those. Okay, we got our 4 augs. So now we need 2 biochambers. I mean bioreactors. Which needs more stone bricks and lead. Fedora has boot C. Yeah, I haven't really looked into the whole boot process stuff yet. All I know is that sometimes Plymouth works and other times it doesn't, which is kind of funny. Okay, so bioreactors on Alien on the life page. Here. Stone brick lead. This dynamic movement speed mod is really cool. Stone bricks. Do I have any stone bricks in the chests? Probably. Maybe not, actually. Maybe I already cleaned this out. Yes, I have plenty of stone bricks in there. Okay, bioreactor 1. And we need, oh gosh, we need a lot of stuff. Okay, we need steel, small parts, glass. Okay. Intermetallics. And iron and aluminium and lead. We're gonna need to go jumpstart that next lit mine. We're out of plates. Oh, actually, that's because the Vrak is starved. Or the caravan, I mean. So let's go fix that right now. Oh, geez. Yeah, this is becoming a problem. We're gonna need workers' food real quick. Let's just give him some meat. Can't eat meat. These things are picky. Base system is immutable. You create a container with a custom setup in it. Bootsy transforms the container into an immutable virtual machine that appears in the grub menu. Oh, that's cool. Okay, well, you go. You keep going. You keep going. Do stuff. Very realistic slab of meat. Okay. That wasn't even the problem with the Nextlit mine. Okay. So we got one bioreactor. We need another one, which means we need iron, aluminium, and lead. We need more lead. There we go. Okay. Didn't realize I was out of pipes. All right, so now we got the 2 bioreactors. Now we need whatever that is. That is a heat exchanger. A heat exchanger requires mechanical parts and lead. How many robots did we make? Oh, we already made all the ones we wanted. Forgot about this part of mid-early game pie. Logistic bots solve so much. Yeah, they really do. Because then you can just create a logistic group for crafting, and then you just enable it, get all the stuff, and then it'll just constantly replenish. It's super nice. Because I don't think it's worth making machines for every single one of these, although you certainly could. That would actually be pretty easy with logistics bots. Okay, we were looking for the heat exchanger. Heat exchanger. We still need more lead. Okay, got our heat exchanger. Now we need a glassworks. Got it. Now we need a high pressure furnace, which we found in our chest, actually. Oh, no, that's an oil burner. Never mind. High pressure furnace. High pressure furnace. There. Okay. Then we need, what is that? That's a reformer. A reformer. A reformer. Does that just need a bunch of pipes? No, it just needs iron plates. Okay. Reformer. Okay, and then we need a fluidized bed reactor. Which needs stone. Which we certainly have in here, right? Oh no, I just got rid of it all. Ah, it's already taken. Okay, got that. Now we need an incubator. Which is a iron and titanium. More iron. And copper. Or we, oh, it's because we don't have small parts. Or steam engines. There we go. Did you at least automate the steam engine? Yes. Okay, that is a microorganism mine. Okay, and then we need a research center, which requires a microorganism mine. We just need more glass. Okay, there we go. Wonder why that's on the life tab. And then a rock paddock. Or an alga paddock, sorry. Wait, didn't I make an extra one of those already? No, I ended up using it. There we go. Okay, I think we finally got what we need. That was painful. But now we need more pipes. All right, we have all the machines. As far as I'm aware, yes. Now we just need to hook it all together. The research lab used your microorganism mine. True, actually. Thank you. Now we have all the machines. Okay, let's double check. 5 automated factories. We only have 4 automated factories. How did that happen? Okay, 2 bioreactors. Check. 1 heat exchanger. Check. 1 glassworks. Check. 1 high pressure furnace. Check. 1 whatever that is. Reformer. Check. 1 whatever that is. Check. 1 incubator. Check. 1 microorganism mine. Check. 1 research center. Check. 1 rock alg paddock. Check. Awesome. Cannot wait till we get logistic bots. It's gonna be so good. Now I want even more inserters. Okay, let's go. Quit procrastinating. Hold on, I need more pipes. Pipe! Actually, we might... Yeah. Using a blueprint as a shopping list, that's sad. I mean, what would you do? Write it down manually? You have a better idea? Okay. Now we need to make stuff. I wonder if it would be reasonable to just put this all in a single line. That would be pretty funny, actually. Oh, I didn't grab grenades. Grenade! And we're out of grenades, so let's go grab some. Making mod which lets me get the missing parts on a shopping list, start handcrafting when everything's in inventory. Yeah, I actually wrote that down as a mod idea yesterday. Crafting helper. Select ghosts and then mark which are in your inventory on a sidebar. Okay, what are you out of? Oh, right. You're still struggling with tar, aren't you? Yeah. We need to expand our tar production. That's probably why we backed up on Steam as well, if I had to take a guess. Well, actually, this is fine. We have enough tar for this, just not enough for the overflow valve up there. Gosh, please tell me we get a better way to make tar at some point. Oh, yes, we do. In logistics science. Oh, it's not even that far away. Hype. Okay. It's only a couple dozen hours away. I definitely want to research that before building the new base. Basically, after we get logistics science, we're gonna have to like do a shopping trip through the available technologies to see what we actually want to research before we build the new base. Okay, well, speaking of research, let's actually research some stuff. Creature chamber of rocks upgrade renewables. Let's continue doing this. Because we do want to upgrade those. Creature chamber upgrade. Yeah, let's just do that. Look up tar extractor for easy tar. What? What? That's so easy. That seems like cheating. What do you mean I don't need to balance like 4 different byproducts? I like the original version of this song more. This is the Photographic Arts remix of it. Okay. So let's start backwards, or let's go backwards. So we start with this. We need to bring in that guy and that guy. Let's start laying these out relationally to what they need. Okay, so this just takes in all of those from a belt, but it needs the depolymerized organics as well. So we can make those up here. And then that needs that, which also needs the biomass. But it also needs the manure. Okay, so the manure goes here, but the manure is also used for something else. It's used in... Oh, it's used in urea. Yeah, that makes sense. So the liquid manure is used in urea along with Zognobacteria. So that goes in there. And the urea is also used in the ore samples? Biological samples. Okay, which are then also used in that, which then goes in there. Okay, that needs soil. And rich clay. Yep. So the rich clay comes in here. All right, and then all of this is to make the incubated petri dishes for biological samples. So that goes there. And then this is like that. In fact, it can just be a direct insert like that. Okay, there we go. All right, and then bone meal is used in this as well, right? Yes. Okay, so this is about our relational layout, I think. So now we need to hook it all together. So this guy, and this guy decay. No, this guy decay. Yes, this guy decays into chitin. Okay, so we do need a solidified Sarkarus there. And then we need a chitin output chest here. All right. Biomass comes in here and goes into that. Along with the pressurized water. I forgot about that. Pressure pump. Okay, so water comes in there. That's fine. All right. It kind of sucks because water needs to come in up there and down here. But that's not that big a deal. Well, actually, we could just do this. No. Yeah, we'll stick with this for now. Okay, so then that outputs there and goes in here. Yeah, that does need to be at least one pipe away. That goes out there. This goes out here. Just goes straight over. And then liquid manure comes out of here. Oh, that also needs water. I can't believe I'm finally designing logistics science. This is awesome. This is absolutely not expandable, but that doesn't need to be. Because this is all that this base is ever going to produce. Once we make the new base, which is going to go somewhere, we will make a more better setup. But this one will work for now. That'll just go in there. This one does not decay into anything, but this one does. So that was a good layout there. Does this decay? No. Does this decay? No. Thank you. None of this decays. That's awesome. All right. This can direct... Oh, we'll just do that. This can direct insert into there. And it also needs the water. Okay, so now we have our water pipe. Okay, not too bad. Does logistics science decay? No. All right, so now we have our rich clay. We just need our soil. How many soil extractors do we need for this? Hopefully just one. That would be really convenient. Oh. How did that happen? Soil extractor? Yeah. Where the heck is the soil extractor? Oh, I didn't set a recipe. Yeah, we only need one. Cool. So that can direct insert. So now this has everything it needs. Now we need an ash input, which will go here. So that's our ash input. Where the frick is ash? There it is. And then our logistics science output will go there. Okay. Oh, actually, I can do a sneaky here. Ah, never mind. That's not a pass-through. Man, why isn't that a pass-through? That would have been too funny. Okay, there we go. Not too bad. All right, now we need urea, which means liquid manure and Zogna bacteria. So we need to do that. And then throw that in there. So the Zogna bacteria needs to come in on somewhere. It's annoying. Oh, actually, I can make this go below. Okay, so that's Zogna bacteria. No, that's annoying. Yeah, it doesn't matter because that's already poking up like that. There we go. Okay, so that's Zogna bacteria. So now we need... water. Well, I'll probably do this or something. Keep it separated. Okay. I can also put water in somewhere else. 0.13 logistics science per second. That's some serious throughput. Yeah, I actually only need half of this because the rest of the base is only capable of sustaining one full thing of this, which is 0.2. So... oh, wait, actually. I didn't even think about that. That takes 15 seconds. Where the heck is pi science 1? But that takes 90 seconds. Oh. But it makes 12. Okay, so that's 15 for 3, so that's 5 per. 90 for 12, which is about 7.5 per. Exactly 7.5 per, actually. So yeah, that's actually fine. We do want to saturate all of this. I was overbuilding, and it ended up being the correct thing to do. Awesome. Oh geez, we need all the belts now. I lied. I need 1 belt. Not bad. I need 2 belts because there's fluorospolinen as well. Fluorospolinen. Moss does not decay, thankfully. We absolutely don't need that, though. Because our manure is only 0.17, so we only need 0.15 and 2.02%. Oh, 2.02 per minute. Okay, yeah, no, we only need 1 of these. It's fine. Okay. Now, for the rest of the biological sample, we need steam. So let's bring in steam. Steam and bones. Oh, we need bones. Bones. Okay. That doesn't need a specific... no, it doesn't. Okay. So now we have steam. Okay, we have urea. We have bone meal. Do we have urea? Yes. We're making liquid manure from here. Oh, we need the inserter. Okay. Liquid manure, we only need 1.1 per minute of manure, so yeah, that's fine. We can use a mechanical inserter for that. In fact, we can probably use mechanical inserters for most of these. Let's do that. Then we don't have to run power everywhere. Mechanical inserters are the best. Oh, that's a fluid. Yeah, why did I... Funny. Okay, we didn't need to do that. That means there's an unnecessary space here, but I'm too lazy to fix it. Okay. So now so urea, we got both of these are taken care of. Yep. But we do need our display panel here for native flora. Oh, we need a constant combinator for native flora. And moss. Okay. Oh, we need a barreling machine. All right, there we go. And we just need to charge that with some barrels, and then we're good. All right, so that's taken care of. So urea is 100% online. So now we have urea and bone meal. Now we need the incubated petri dish. Oh, and we also need the native flora and Relasia seeds. I forgot about those. Okay, so native flora we can bring down here relatively easily. Okay, so native flora will go on that side of the belt. Oh, but once again, we need to handle flora spolinin. Yikes. Okay, I forgot about that. Okay, that's not too bad. This is gonna be mildly cursed. Watch this. Never mind. Oh, we don't have red belts. Oh, that would have been so funny. Is there a reason you're making per second and per minute units? That is Simon's calculator, not rate calculator. Rate calculator will not do that because I don't like that. Might notice the rate calculator looks very similar to Simon's calculator though, because Simon and I are joining forces officially now, and I am going to integrate the simplex solver into rate calculator. So production rates calculator won't be necessary anymore. And this is mildly cursed, but it is necessary. There we go. Okay, so fluorospolinin has been handled. Relasia seeds don't spoil. But we also haven't brought them up yet. So this is bones, and it's also going to be Relasia seeds. Okay. All right, so now we have the Relatia seeds and the native flora handled on that. Now we just need the incubated petri dish, which is going to be interesting. Okay, so basically we are going to... Does agar spoil? Yes. Okay. Now we need seaweed and steam, and molten glass and hot air. One wonders if it would be better to just steal some petri dishes from up here. That's precisely what I'm gonna do. Alright, cool. If I am correct, that should be everything. We should have logistics science designed now. Just need to hook it up. Okay, let's make sure we ratio this one more time. We are bottlenecked on the logistics science pack. Okay, we have biomass, native flora, bones, ash, Relasia seeds, cotton guts, moss, basic substrate, batteries. Oh, where are the batteries coming in? They're coming in here. Okay, so we need to bring those down. Batteries, water barrels, which are up here. Right, because it doesn't have a recipe. Animal samples, petri dishes. Oh, we also need the animal samples to come in here. Oh, and then we need to handle the spoilage for those. Okay, so animal samples can decay back into plasmids. So this needs to be battery and animal samples. Okay, so plasmids, and then this is going to be the logistics science pack. Okay, we don't need those. Booted up Factorio for the first time in months. Haven't actually played the game all that much, just watched a ton. Well, I hope you have fun. Okay. Let's keep going. So you have batteries, water barrels, animal samples, petri dishes, plasmids, water, steam, and Zogna bacteria. I think we're ready to build this. Let's do it. Let's get logistics. I wasn't expecting to get logistics science done in this stream, but I guess we are. I thought it was going to be a little harder than this. Not that this was easy. Wait, did I never make the soil extractor? No, I didn't, and I don't have enough iron to craft it. Heck. Dagnabbit. Oh, of course I didn't make any power poles. That's to be expected. Okie dokie. All right, so let's make our power poles. I want to try to make them as grid-like as possible. Oh, not happening. I already gave up. Spaghetti it is. Okay, so now we just need to grab a soil extractor and then hook everything up, which will probably mean I need to get more belts, so let's go grab some more belts. Oh, speaking of belts. We missed building some belts here. What is this for? Ah, tin. Wait, is tin part of this? Oh, frick. Okay. No. Why are we bringing down tin? I swear I saw tin somewhere. Am I forgetting something? Why am I bringing down tin? Oh, it's for workers' food. Oh, geez, why is our copper so dumb? We're just using a lot of it. We just need to expand copper. As soon as we get logistics science, we will do that. Okay, we got our soil extractor. Now we need more belts. No, I don't. I need way more pipes than that, actually. Let's make a whole batch of pipes. Awesome. Let's keep 2 stacks of those. Now we need all the belts. And I need more underground belts. Okay. I think we should be ready to go. Let's get it done. Gosh, what is that? That's jerky. We're still horrendously low on jerky. So I think after we make workers' food for the caravans and stuff, we are gonna want to basically let every byproduct spoil from here into jerky, because we are desperately low on jerky. You ever heard of Slim Jim? It makes a lot of jerky. All right, let's start hooking this up. So let's start from the top, which is Zognabacteria. That is the most difficult one because we need to bring it all the way down from up here. Zognabacteria. Here you are. Oh, we don't even have any Zognabacteria. What's going on? We don't have any lamps. Oh, we just ran out. Okay. Well, that's going to be a problem. We need to increase that throughput. But that is Zognabacteria. Bring it all the way down. Okay, we'll go to there. And then we will bring it Meow. Oh gosh, I just lost track of which column it was. Okay, it is that one. Will it work first time? We'll see. All right, let's go. Meow. Oh boy, we have enforced fun gameplay. Let's do this. Aww. Does it bother you that I'm not putting these in line with the other ones? All right, cool. Now everything is broken. So let's decide where it is. Oh, it's just right there. Right there and right there. Okay. But I think I'm actually going to do the smart thing and just place it here. Green gives you glorious niobium pipes, though. Do those have a longer extent or something? No, they don't, but they have a longer length. They have twice the extent? I wonder why it's not showing it. I'm pretty sure I implemented code to show the extent. But I guess not. Okay, so this should be connected now, but we don't have any Zognobacteria because we are out of lamps. What are you doing? Okay, you're on your way. Wait, no, you're not. Huh? Did I break it? Yes. Okay, you go back up north, please. And, Okay, so that should be Zognobacteria hooked up. Now we need water. That's going to be a lot easier, because it's just going to be up here. Somewhere. Water. There's the water. Okay. How are we doing on water? We're a little small. And this is building up very quickly. So we really need to take care of this. Oh jeez, these are all spoiling the plasmids. Okay, so water is hooked up now. So now we should be able to charge these barrels. Where's the closest power pole? That's a little crazy, man. There we go. Oh no, I didn't light this up. It's not a real base. I forgot, because I have night vision. Okay, there we go. All right, now we just need moss and native flora. Native flora comes in on the top. But please tell me that works. Oh, it doesn't work. Would have been too funny. There we go. This Crastorio? No, this is Pyanodons. This is not Crastorio. Oh, I don't have a biomass belt. Oops. Oh, that's okay. Easy to fix. There we go. Well, as soon as we hook it up. Oh, did I hear you say Bob's adjustable inserters? No. Oh, I also forgot the, like, all the input inserters for this guy. Okay, that's fine. We just need basic substrate, plasmids, cotton gut, and native flora. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is a bit of a mess, not gonna lie. Oh, wait, no, that means... Oh, frick. Okay. Where's the fluorospolinen coming out again? It's coming out down here. Oh, actually, that's perfect. There we go. There, that's perfect, actually. All right. Now we need a plasmids output. Which will go over here somewhere. Or more accurately over down here, because this also needs a plasmids output. No, this doesn't need a plasmids output. This needs a chitin output, which we already did. This one already has a plasmids output, which we will just put into a box for now. We need someone to update Factorio Extended Plus for 2.0. RIP. I've never played that mod. I have no idea how good or bad it is. Okay. Now we got biomass coming in there. We got native flora coming in here. Now we need plasmids, basic substrate, and cotton guts. Oh, geez, there's not enough inserters. Okay, so cotton guts are on our inner bus here. But which side? They're on the outside. That's perfect. I can just go yoink. Not yoink. Then I can just go yoink. All right, cool. In fact, I think that's the last time we're going to need those, so it's good. Butt bus. All right, plasmids and basic substrate are next. Oh, hey, I put those on the same belt because I'm smart. Look at that. Awesome. Oh no, that's not plasmids. That's not plasmids. We don't have a plasmids belt yet. Heck. Is this just plasmids? Yes. May as well filter it anyway. I said, let's filter it anyway. Thank you. Okay, what happened to our basic substrate? Biocrud is backed up. That's incredible. Hopefully that calms down in a little bit. Oh gosh, it's not. Okay. We need a warehouse for this. It's not a polluted belt, it's a spoiled belt. Okay, we're making solidified sarcoras. What do you need? You need liquid manure. You need... Right, we need the... Wait, we have this, though. Did I didn't plug that back up. Okay. Now we should be good. After we charge this with barrels. Where the heck are our barrels? There they are. Okay, we're making manure. It's good. More manure is going into liquid manure. Okay, and then that's going into there. And then this is going into there. We have fluorescent linen handling on that. Okay. Now we need the ash, and then we need these. Okay, so let's start with the steam, because that's going to be easiest. Steam is right here. There we go. All right. Oh, ha. Okay, and then on the other side of this, we can put the... That's annoying. We are going to change plasmids to the other side of the belt. We can just do this. So let's go do that right now. Nyom. Okay, cool. So now we can throw some petri dishes that we're gonna steal from here onto that other side of that belt. There we go. All right, cool. Now we just need bones and Ralasia seeds. Ralasia seeds are all the way the heck up here. Wait, are they even on our bus? Yes. Holy cow. And we also do want starch because we're going to make workers' food as well. That's going to be down here somewhere. Or no, it's not. Starch is going to be... Yeah, starch is going to be here. So we do want to bring it down, but we're not going to bring it all the way down. Or we don't need to bring it all the way down. But we're going to anyway, just for fun. And we ran out of undergrounds. Should have grabbed more. Okay. We also need bones. Okay, so for now, we're going to do a slightly hacky solution of I need more undergrounds. I don't have any iron. Cool. Let's go grab some more underground belts. Starch was missing a belt. I'll go check. I would have discovered that pretty soon. Okay, actually, I'm going to grab all of those. We're going to grab a couple hundred more of those. Okay, should be good now. Oh gosh, we have an hour and 18 minutes before this is done. That's a long time. But if we had just been researching this whole time, then it would have been done by now. Thank you, Quaz. It was indeed missing a belt. Also, is that the correct side? No. So how do we bring down the bones? Caged Awugas. We might need to increase our Ralasia production in order to keep up with this. We'll see. Yeah, we're fine. We're good. We good. Oh gosh, we've been input limited for a while. Oopsie. Oh, geez, we are still short on Malaysia seats? Did I horribly miscalculate this? Yes. What is starch even used in? We're using starch for cotton gut studs. But not that much. So we're actually backed up on, yeah, we're backed up on cotton gut studs already. Mostly because of the bio crud. But let's just keep it that way because we don't need any more right now. Yeah, we're gonna call it fine for now. We'll fix it later. Right, but I need to get the bones. I keep forgetting. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for bones. 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 Oh gosh, this inner bus here has completely filled up. All right. Hey, Elara Blythe 55. Thank you for joining the stream. We are doing good. We just need ash and batteries and animal samples. And then we are done and dusted. Oh, jeez. This is gonna be fun. Okay. That ought to do it for that, but where are the animal samples? Oh, they're on that belt. Oops. I got thrown off by the fact that there were plasmids on that belt. All right, nope, it's that side. There we go. There we go. All right, so that's that's the animal sample. Solidified Sarkarus is just waiting on this, which is waiting on, wait, why is that? Oh, it's just heckin' slow. Is this really enough? Yeah. I only need a quarter of that. Might take a while to back up though, because this is taking all the liquid manure. Yeah, that's what's been happening. Is urea decomposed? No. That does, though. Oh. Okay. That's neat. Okay, so that direct insertion is not going to work. Which means we need to rearrange things a little bit. Uh, Alarably, please tell me what game I'm playing, or I'm gonna assume that you're a bot and you're gonna go away. Hey, solidified Sarkarus. Alarably, you have one more chance. Tell me what game I'm playing. If your next message does not say the game that I'm playing, then you are banned. Okay, you followed me, but you still haven't told me what game I'm playing. Probably a bot. Okay, so we made one solidified Sarkarus. Is this a new satisfactory expansion? No. That would be funny, though. Oh, geez, actually, we need chitin on this guy. Watch. I think that bot is probably going to DM me in a minute. We'll see. What am I getting? I'm getting steel. They are circumventing my ban threat by not saying anything. On the off chance you are a real person, no, I'm not interested. Okay, well, surely that'll work. Ground samples need rich clay, which needs ash. Now it's time for ash, which I think we are just gonna pull down from the coal mine. Oh, actually, I can just yoink. I'm free! Okay. Okay, that should actually work nicely, because that's on that side of the belt. Well, actually, it's, yeah, it does need a splitter. There we go. Okay, that should be plenty of ash. All right, now the last two steps are batteries and batteries. I think that's the last thing we need to bring down. And then we have logistics science. Holy crap, it's happening. It's happening. As soon as we get rich clay, that'll go into there. We'll get ground samples, then we'll get poor alien samples. We just need batteries. Holy frick, we're almost there. We're gonna do it. We're about to get logistics science. It is time. We just need 1,000 more belts. Bad. This might be the end of this bus. All right, let's do this. I can finally rebuild the factory from scratch. Yes. Although I have a bad feeling about this actually. Excuse me. Sorry, I couldn't mute in time for that. I have a feeling that we're not gonna have enough battery production. Oh, we're fine. We're so fine. You finally crafted Factory 1. Nice. Okay, so we need all the belts. Thank you. And all the undergrounds. Thank you. And that's it. And maybe make some more splitters. Let's do this bit. Oh. Oh, geez. Okay. This is gonna be fun. We are reaching the limit of our bus size here. I just left a gazillion ounce room, but yeah, we're using it all. Yeah, that should be good. Build my slaves. I mean workers that I totally pay. You get paid in energy. How does the pipe run, Ragard? How many days since last factory shutdown? We've had 7 streams without a death spiral. I don't even remember why we had a death spiral that one time. It eludes me. Oh, it's one. Wait, how long has that been broken? Oops. Ah, We're done. That's it. We're getting logistics science now. It's gonna craft as soon as the items make their way down there. We will have logistics science. Why is there ash on the belt? Oh, whoops. Okay, there we go. All right, chat, you ready? We're gonna craft the first logistics science. We're actually gonna do it by hand because I'm too lazy to wait. Awkward. Why? Oh gosh, that's so slow. More inserters. There we go. I did connect it. You don't know what you're talking about. First logistics science. Let's go. Yes. It's crafting. It's crafting. It's crafting. It's crafting. Here we go, lads. I only do this 100 more times so you can research something. Gosh, these take so long. 90 seconds per. Oh, okay. Actually, these take a long time to spoil. They've just been sitting around for a while. That's okay. Here we go. I'm about to ascend into logistics. The logistics era. There we go, boys. It's done. It is finished. Oh, great. Your base is now solved. It's all right. Have to give myself the logistics science pack roll. I have done it. It is complete. Casual 103 hours. I gotta play in the Civ new era noise. Okay, well, now we need a caravan output. Do they stack to 200? Okay, that's fine. Now we need a science buddy to give us our... Oh, is that a good idea, though? Because we're having trouble feeding our caravans at the moment. They are starving. Yeah, there's 2 caravans sitting here starving to death. Yeah, we'll make it work. We'll just give this guy a bunch of brains. Okay. Do I have anything you can eat? I do have some jerky. At outpost. Load items until caravan has logistics science pack. 200. Okay, now we need to make the other outpost, which means we need 1 more of these. Longbelt is still empty? No, it's not empty. It's just slow as tar. It's just going to take a very long time for this to back up. But it will back up eventually. Okay, so, unfortunately, we don't have a way to put the logistics science into our labs. So we're going to need to rebuild our labs somewhere else. Next target is Pi Science 2. Or actually military science. I guess we'll do military science. But no, the next target is not doing any science. We're not going to get the next science pack for another at least 100 hours. Because we're going to spend the next 100 hours building an entirely new base, because this one has reached the end of its useful life. Hello, King. You just missed it. We just made our first logistics science pack. Yeah, see, we got batteries. They're just taking a while. Okay, but now we need to rebuild the labs, because the labs can't... They cannot... It don't work. Wow, that opens up a ton of space in here. Gosh, I have so much trash! Right, because I picked up all that biomass expecting to put it down somewhere, and then I never did. Okay, so that is our science belt. Now we need to bring it out and down somewhere. How many science labs do we have? Let's design the science labs first. We are obviously going to make them vertical so that we don't have to see behind them. Okay, that should do it. And then we just take a power pole and a lamp. And then we tile it 9 times. I suppose we could actually do something like this. Make it a little more compact. Yeah, like that. Okay, that's our lab setup. Belts need power? No. Do you have to rebuild lab with every new science? No, the only reason I'm rebuilding them is because I couldn't... There wasn't really a good way to fit the logistics science into them. because of the way I designed it. I think we can shove it in here, though. We just get rid of this. We're just gonna fill our inventory with even more crap. Yep. This is where even distributions Shift C would be very, very convenient. Too convenient. Okay, it doesn't quite fit here. It's sad. It would fit there, but these labs are so stupid. I don't want to cover anything else with them. So we're gonna have to put it all the way down here. It kind of blows because this is where I kind of wanted to put the mall stuff, but that's fine. Broken my pie base so many times with Shift C. Interesting. I also just think it's too cheaty. That's why I don't have it. Okay, let's grab one more lab. Oh, we need more power poles. Okay. Now we just need to get the science into here. Which is over here. Yeah, that's not too bad. All right, so that's those two science packs, and then we get a caravan outpost over here for the logistics science packs. All right, yo. All right, so we are researching again. That's good. Why is our automation science struggling so hard? We're out of wood. Yeah, we are out of wood. I didn't realize that we were having wood problems. Well, okay, that's neat. Where is our logistics science? Here it is. All right, what's the first thing we want to research? Not elevated rails, because we haven't even made rails yet. Oh gosh, there's so many new things. Oh geez, we could also just get military science, I guess. Oh, that's not even bad. Well, actually, maybe it is bad. Gunpowder is kind of annoying, actually. But we are already making it. We just need to make it more, which means we need more tar. Tar, that's what we're getting first. Tar. That is the first logistics research we're doing. Right, but you do need military science though. So we are probably going to build military science in this base. I just decided that we're going to do that just so that we can get the few researches that we need. Like, actually, what does that even let us do? Oh, it gives us stronger explosives. We definitely want that for clearing trees. Okay, so I've changed my mind. First thing we're gonna do, the next thing we're gonna do is make military science, and then we're going to build a new base. Better food, that's also a thing. I have it on my list. This is the list of things we need to do. We have a laundry list of stuff that needs doing in this base. But in the meantime, I'm gonna take a short break, and I will be back later. Hi, so sorry about that. That took way longer than I was expecting. Just say I had an emergency date with porcelain. Okay, we have some problems. I forgot to finish fixing the petri dishes, so our logistics science has already stopped crafting, which is hilarious. And there's also some biocrud on that petri dish belt, which I think is just leakage from something else. But it's also kind of worrying, so we'll check in on that. But I also thought of a way to fix this relatively easily. Yeah. No. Yes. Okay, so you don't need that, but I want you to only grab when the petri dish, or sorry, you need to always grab. You guys that need to limit yourselves. Okay, you will only go when petri dish. You will always go. You will only go when petri dish. Oh. Petri dish is less than 100. So that way, it will always prioritize stuff from here first. And it won't get clogged. That's why I moved all this over and then I just forgot to finish. That was funny. Whoa. Okay, got about an hour. All right. Why? There we go. Okay, biological samples are fixed. You are out of subcritical water. Huh. Okay. I know we're fine, because we ratio all this and it's good. Yes. We are more than good. The thing that's going to be running the most is the subcritical water. Actually, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, we fixed that problem. How many do you have? You have 192. Okay, so you're just waiting for one more load and then you'll take off. I might need to lower that bit, because 200's a lot. Okay, but let's check up on all of our input resources. We have plenty of bones, I think. Right. Where the heck are the bones? There they are. Oh, we're out of bones. That's neat. Okay, so we might need to increase AUG rendering. AUGs are not working. Okay, what happened here? We don't have any moss. How did I break that? What did I do? I never finished this? Did I just threw moss into it and then just... Oh my gosh. Okay, well, let's go fix that. I never actually finished the AUG setup. That's incredible. Oh, that's the wrong side of the belt. Yeah, there we go. Yoink. Okay, that should do it. That should fix the AUGs. And do I not even have a... Oh, wait, no. We do have moss. Hold on, I'm an idiot. We just have biocrud on the... Huh. Okay. Oh, it's because we didn't have... Okay, I see. I see what happened. I know what happened. That's pretty silly. Okay, so this is all pointless. We don't need any of that. Thank you. You grab moss, please. Gosh. Okay. Now we should have augs again. What happened to those 4 stacks of augs? Oh, that's what's been powering this whole time. That's funny. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll just leave the moss on there. It won't hurt anything. Do I have Florist Linen handling on this? No. Yeah, I'm just throwing it down here. That's funny. Okay, and then this spoils into biomass. That's fine. Okay, we fixed augs. Augs are now being produced again. Yes. Okay, augs are looking good. Let's ratio these things. Okay, so we have 0.18 augs per second. Oh, that's the only thing we're using augs for, actually.
Moisturize me, moisturize me.
Moisturizing? Okay, so I think the very next step. Oh, hey, we should have had a delivery of logistics science, right? Yeah. The very next step is gonna be. Geez, our automation science is not happy. Our very next step is to get workers' food, and then the next step after that is to fix wood. We don't need antimony production. Yeah, our very next thing is workers' food. So let's make it. Oh, I need blood for this. Okay. That's depressing. Okay, so we need flora, seaweed, water, blood, and tin plates. Okay, and starch. We have all these things. It's just a matter of hooking them up. There we go. And then we also need tin somewhere. Okay, so that's starch and tin. We get jerky from spoilage of here, so that's fine. Native flora and seaweed is our other belt that we need. That also means we need to handle fluorospolinen. Oh geez, we've been producing so much blood. Okay, we got blood. Now we need water. We don't have water in here already, right? No. Oh. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Okay, so there's that. Now we have this input belt. This input belt requires native flora and seaweed. But that is not a good place to put that because we need spoilage handling. That's why I wanted to put this here. Those don't spoil. Okay. Okay, then obviously we need a caravan outpost. And can I fit this with a long inserter? Yes. This pie? Yes. In fact, we just made our first green science pack, and we're out of solidified sarcarus. Oh, we never hooked up the fluorospolinen output. Okay, that's cool. Let's just throw it into a chest for now. There we go. Okay, so we need to handle that. That's next on our list after the workers' food. Okay, we got workers' food. We want to handle at least, we'll just do a whole row of them. Okay, so now here, oh, yeah, that's not happening. Okay, so we need seaweed on one side. And then we need native flora on the other side. There we go. Alright, now we have workers' food. We probably need a dedicated jerky input, though. Because there might not be enough jerky in here. We will find out soon. There's 103 hours for green pie. Green science pack. Okay, can this workers' food even keep up with the output of these things? I don't think it can. We should have checked that before building it. Okay, yeah, so we need 0.17, we need guts and skin, which we can actually get from, oh cool, we were producing bones. We can actually get guts and skin from fish, which is awesome. Okay, but I kind of successfully boxed in this guy, so we're probably gonna have to demolish everything we just made and build it again, but that's okay. In fact, we are already out of jerky. Never mind. We just need more inserters. Where can I throw this biomass? I can throw it down here. Somewhere. Thought I was using biomass down here. I guess not. Oh, yes, we are. Right here. So much biomass. Okay, we're just gonna throw a chest here. And use it to get rid of our biomass. Yep. Yeah, we have so many spoilage byproducts to handle over here. Like all these plasmids. We need to bring all the plasmids back up. We need to bring the chitin somewhere. How's this doing? We still have a surplus of petri dishes. How is that possible? I don't know. It's a mystery. I guess right now it's a closed loop, so it's just kind of chilling. How are the bio crud reserves going? Are we still have a net positive? Yes. So we're gonna have to handle that at some point. But we do get skin and guts from fish. So we can supplant some of that with this stuff. Oh, and jerky. And we also have a vast overproduction of meat, which we can use to make tin ore. Or we can compost it. Or we can use it for AUG power. I mean, I just remembered we can render tired AUGs. Which gives us a different ratio than regular ones. Poor creature needs some rest. We'll give you the rest you need, buddy. In this slaughterhouse. Okay, we are out of plasmids. Thankfully, I have a bunch in my inventory. What are you doing? You are waiting on plasmids. Why do we have no plasmids? We don't have laboratory instruments. We don't have rubber. We never have rubber. We don't have any latex. Why? We just need more latex. Of course. We just need to make our Vrox more. More Vrox. But this is all ratioed exactly for this one slaughterhouse. At least I thought it was. Let's simplex this real quick. Yeah, that's a perfect ratio. Mm-hmm. Yeah, obviously we never took care of this. I guess technically this could be biomass as well. Okay, so this is gonna have this is the fluorospolene and output belt. So we're going to have to handle this somewhere. I vote we bring it up here to the composting plant. And we turn it all into biomass. And then we use the biomass for this, but we also want a biomass output because we're having a backup of biocrud, and it's gonna start alarming anytime now. We need to handle this like right now. Burn excess biomass. We could turn it into power, but like we have unlimited power, so we're good. Ooh, I just realized that we could switch to a more efficient steam generation method because now we can make ash just out of clay. Or sorry, we make clay out of ash. Never mind. Do we have a better way to make ash? Well, we have plenty of ash from the coal power plant. Yeah, I'm gonna turn coal gas into ash. Nah. Okay. I'm probably gonna call it pretty soon. But let's change all of the Vrox or the caravans to use workers' food first. What are you short on? You're short on jerky. Of course you are. Let's add a jerky input. Thankfully, I already have jerky on the bus. It's over somewhere. Where's the jerky? Is it on Moondrop Belt? And we just don't have any? No. I know we have jerky. Where are you coming from? Ah, here it is. Right, it's on the fish belt. We are going to repurpose the entire rock or the entire caravan fleet to use workers' food, so we're not gonna need that anymore. We can turn all of the rock byproducts into jerky. What the? I just passed it. Oh, that's neat. That wasn't included in the undo action. Thanks, Cobra X. Alright, cool. Hey, we're actually backed up on brains. Now we just don't have jerky. Or, sorry, we're out of plasmids. We're out of plasmids because we're out of rubber. And I think that's just a bottleneck of latex. We simply do not have enough latex. Yeah, we're just horrifically short on latex. Okay, so how bottlenecked are we on latex, actually? This needs 1 latex per second. Meow. And then for our production of latex, we have 2 of these. Okay, so we would need to... How many would we need? Why did that break everything? I don't know, man. But yeah, basically with our latex output, we're making 0.2 per second. Right, I did this math before. We need to quintuple our Vrock production, which means we would need Vrox Mark II. And also the Vrox upgrade, probably. Okay, so Vrox Stage 3 is not until Pi Science 2, so Vrox Stage 2 is probably what we want to do. Say that 5 times fast. Right, this takes rock food, which takes tin, cellulose, agar. Okay, those are easy. Moss is easy. Tree seeds are easy. Wogai is something we haven't even made. So we would need a new plant. And, but I think it's going to be worth it because this creates 4 rocks every 130 seconds as compared to 1 rock every 400 seconds. Holy frick. That is, I don't even know how much that is. Okay, let's do the math here. So we have 4 divided by 130. Okay, so that's 0.03. And then we have this, which is 1 divided by 400. 0.0025. Okay, so the new recipe is 12 times faster. That is nutty. And I guess the question is, do we want to refactor our rock production in this base? Or do we start building the new base, make rock production in the new base, and then just supplant this? But I think we want to do the former because we need more rubber, like, to build the bigger base. We're going to need a lot of rubber. And we currently just don't have enough latex, just straight up. What about latex? Do we get a better latex recipe? No. This is the only latex recipe. What about latex slabs, though? No. Okay, so basically this is just the same as it's always going to be. We just need to make the rocks more efficient. So yeah, the rocks stage 2 is 12 times better, so I think that will be worth doing in this base. Yeah, we're not going to be building a new base for a while. Rock stage 2. 12 times faster. Then that'll solve all of our latex woes, which will give us rubber. And rubber is currently what is blocking science, yes. That's why we want to do this, because, oh, better rubber. Rubber 2. Oh, that is relative. That is pretty early, actually. Just need some organic solvent. Okay, that gives us 2 rubber for 1 latex. Versus 1 to 1. So it doubles the rubber efficiency. Okay. So we can get 12 times better rocks, twice as good rubber. But how about the organic solvent? I think making the better rocks is a better plan right now. Oh yeah, we're also going to get our rocks upgrade, so let's look at what that's going to be. Turds, rocks. Okay, reuse water, nah. Natural cycle. Turning off lights during the night to bring those rocks more comfort. It will also save energy in those buildings and allow the rocks to be more productive in the morning. Respecting rock sleeping patterns will reduce speed. Okay, so it adds lamps. Okay, so it makes them slower, but it adds productivity. Or we can make ammonia from formic acid. I honestly have no idea which one I want to do because, I don't know, reuse water just seems dumb. Water is easy. It's just a barreling machine with a cycle, so that turret is useless. We're gonna, like, less speed for more productivity. I don't think we're really struggling on our inputs, is the thing. Our inputs are just moss and native flora and sap. And those are very easy to scale. So I don't feel the need to do that. So the only one that I would consider, why does this reset? The only one that kind of interests me is the Wohler synthesis. But the problem with that is I don't know what I want ammonia for yet. Oh, it's for melamine. Okay. Right. So we can get it from urea, which is just power and water. I don't know, that doesn't really seem all that useful either. Because ammonia is pretty easy to get, but I guess it's about the efficiency. If we did some math about the power consumption, maybe it would be more efficient. Oh my gosh, why does this have to reset every single time? Versus Wohler synthesis, that also takes cyanic acid. So like, we can turn cyanic acid into more ammonia. So I suppose if you need more ammonia than cyanic acid, that would be a good thing to do. That also seems like it would be more useful in hard mode when you can't just void stuff. Okay, well, we're getting distracted. What we need to do right now is change all of our caravans to use the food. That is the #1 priority. Okay, so we have edited the feast interrupt, so now it will come here. And they will store food until workers' food is greater than or equal to 10. That should work. Okay, let's go rescue the other caravans that are currently stuck. Jeez, we just need so much jerky. Yeah, turning all of the alg byproducts, or all the rock byproducts into jerky seems like the best move here. Even though it's not that efficient to do it, it's better to wait for them to spoil. I think it's going to be worth. Thanks for the follow, Jake Nianiels. Appreciate you. Oh boy, we missed more limestone. Yeah, we have too much meat. We're only using meat right now for feeding the Nexilite Digosaurs, but we don't need to do that anymore because we can just feed them workers' food, which is so much better. So, okay, let's, you go feast downstairs. You go feast downstairs. You go feast downstairs. You go feast downstairs. Okay. So this guy should no longer be used for feasting. We want to turn all of this into jerky. Completely just decimate all of it into jerky. Because we need jerky more than anything else right now. Oh, except for chitin. We can't do it for chitin. But we can turn everything else into jerky. I suppose we could try to preserve the brains, but I don't feel like it. Maybe consider that in the future. We can leave a note for ourselves. Okay, that's all of that. Now we will... Oh, this doesn't spoil, so we don't need those. What do we have? What is chitin used for? We can turn it into geothermal water? Okay, that's pretty neat. Or carbolic oil. Throw them into an outpost for your vans. Vans? But these are just gonna take workers' food. Caravans. Oh, yeah, well, no, because we're feeding the caravans off of workers' food now. Like, that's the only thing I want caravans to be eating from now on is workers' food. We can also turn this into chlorine. The smart move might be to... Oh, we can't turn all this into jerky. I'm an idiot. Okay. Guts decay into jerky, but we can't smelt it into jerky. We can smelt meat into jerky. But guts... Oh, we can only do that with meat. I'm a doofus. Okay. Cool. Well, I just ruined this whole setup. Well, let's at least turn the meat into jerky. Because we don't need it for the Digosaurs anymore. Do I have an advanced foundry? I'll just use a furnace. I don't have any stone. This will decay into jerky anyway, right? Yeah. Alright, cool. That should do it. Now, the brains and guts, on the other hand, are going to be a little more challenging. These can decay. We can also turn it into chlorine, which could just void. Or we can turn it into biomass. Or we use it in workers' food. Okay, well, I would like to end the stream. So next time we're gonna pick up with handling the byproducts of the fish and the rocks, because we're just turning all meat into jerky because we need jerky. What other ways can we make jerky? We can just make it from meat or decay from things. So that's the only way we can do it. Ever. So we simply need to make more meat, is the answer here. We're probably gonna be making a lot more meat when we make our Vrox 12 times more efficient. So we'll do that. But yeah, we're gonna pick up there. Then we will handle spoilage for various machines. You're out of ink. Oh, let's go fix that first. And then we'll expand the wood. And then we will handle crap. Well, we'll handle that first. Workers' food. No, let's do that first. I still have a couple minutes. The workers' food is just going right here, so like we can just do this. Just pump it directly into our dig site. Nice. I love smart bell dragging. There we go. You are just completely out of jerky. Jeez. We can turn all this meat into jerky too. Any excess meat, just immediately pound it into jerky. Get rid of it. Because that is our current bottleneck. Okay, so jerky shortage. Right, and then we were also fixing the Petri dishes. And then we're going to call it a day. There we go. Awesome. Okay, now we are done. Next time we'll pick up with solving the jerky shortage. Thank you all so much for joining me today. We're gonna find somebody to raid. Hey, Brand Anarchy, let's raid him again. Everyone give him a nice raid guard in the chat.